Jumping jacks, jumping jacks. Ready?
Ready!
Go!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Break. Right over left. Ready?
Ready!
Down. Go!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Break. Left over right. Ready?
Ready!
Down. Go!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Break. Ankle grabs, ankle grabs. Ready?
Ready!
Feet together. Down. Go!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Break. Jogging in place. Ready?
Ready!
Go!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1.
Break. Good job. Get a seat, get a seat. All right. This week's activity / unit is bowling. Bowling was invented in Egypt, Africa, about 5,000 BC. Now, today's objective, I will be able to distinguish game rules and safety procedures in order to apply bowling rules and safety procedures in a game of bowling. Now, let's go over the rules. Foul line. Now, your feet cannot touch or cross the foul line. Now, pins. The pins must be stacked on the dots. The bowling pins, you have to stack them on top of the dots. The goal is to knock down all the pins at once. This is known as a strike. Also, the pins are set in 4 rows. The dots will show you have 1 pin in the first row, 2 pins in the second row, 3 pins in the third row, 4 pins in the fourth row. Bowling ball. The ball has to be rolled, not thrown. Do not throw the ball. Now, if the ball is in the air, pass the arrows. The black arrows on your lanes, that is a foul. Also, the ball has 2 to 3 holes in it. Our particular ball has 3 holes in it. Now, the holes are for gripping the ball. However, you do not have to use the holes in the ball unless you choose to. You can use an open palm technique, or you can use your fingers if you think that that gives you better control of the ball. Scoring. The game is played within 10 scoring frames. Now, a frame is a turn. That means it's your turn. In each frame, you get 2 rolls. Does everybody understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, there are 3 ways to count points. The first way in a row is a strike. A strike is if you knock all the pins down at one time. The second way is a spare. That means on your second row, you knock all the pins down. Third way is singles. That means if you don't knock all the pins down on your first row or your second row, you count all the pins that are knocked down by 1 and add them up. However, today, since we're being introduced to bowling, we're going to only count strikes and spares. Strikes will be worth 10 points. Spares will be worth 5 points. Anything else, we won't count it. You won't get any points for that roll. Does everybody understand?
Yes, sir.
Strikes and spares. All right. Gutter ball. A gutter ball is if I miss all the balls, you don't hit any pin, I'm sorry, all the pins. If you don't hit any pins, this is considered a gutter ball. Now, on the gutter ball, in our case, we don't have gutters. So if your ball rolls into another team's lane and you knock their pins down, you roll a gutter ball, the bowler or the person that rolled the ball is responsible for stacking their lane's pins. Go and stack their pins back. All right, now let's go with some bowling vocabulary. Foul line is the line established to designate the bowling distance. The black line on our mats or lanes is the foul line. Remember, if your feet step on the foul line or go across the foul line, that is a foul. You don't get points for your roll. Pins. Pins are the objects which the ball is to roll or bowl at. Remember, we have 10 pins, 4 rolls. Frame. A frame is your turn. Each turn is called a frame, and within that frame, you get to bowl twice. Strike is when you knock down all the pins on one bowl. A spare is to knock down all the pins in 2 bowls. Gutter ball is if you miss all the pins. All right, everybody understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go about safety procedures. Each group will stay in your assigned lane unless you're going to get the ball or unless you roll the gutter ball and you're going to stack someone else's pins. Always stay in your assigned lane with your assigned group. Don't throw the ball or roll the ball back to the bowl. The stacker, the person that's responsible for stacking the pins, you will always bring the ball back to the person who's bowling next. We don't roll the ball back, we don't roll the ball back. We want to keep it safe. Walk the ball back, give the ball to the next person that's bowling. Don't roll the ball at the pins, roll the ball. Stacker, you will stand at all times behind the pins or on the side of the pins. You will remain standing. Do not bend down on your knees, no squatting, no lying down. Why? So I want you up. You never know where the pin is going to bounce. Pin may bounce, hit you. If it hits you in the legs, you're fine. It's plastic. However, I don't want the pins to hit you in the face. Do not squat. Get on your knees. And I know you know not to lay down, but not lay down. All right. No horseplay. That means no running around, no play fight, anything that's inconsistent with our class procedures. We don't do it. No horseplay. All right. Everybody understand game rules and procedures?
Yes, sir.
Open up. Now, what's the importance of establishing rules and safety procedures? Anybody? What's the importance of establishing rules and safety procedures? Let's go, sweetheart. Tell me why rules and safety procedures are important. Good job. They are designed to keep us safe. Anybody else? Come on, Charles.
Start no problem.
Start no problem. Hey, you're right. Start no problems means you maintain order. Order. Good job. We're going to say order. Good answer. Anybody else?
To prevent accidents.
Prevent accidents. Good job. Now, all right. First of all, they give us order. Charles said they give us structure, prevent accidents, and they give us safety. That's why rules and procedures are put in place. Good job. All right. Now, how we're learning to follow rules and set procedures as a student right now benefit us later in life as an adult. How we're learning how to follow rules and procedures now as a student help you later as an adult.
Like you be playing a sport.
Well, playing a sport, it is an example. I want to know the overall picture of it. Now, that's a good job. Playing a sport means a function as an adult. You may play basketball as an adult, football, whatever you want to do for recreation, but you have to function and be able to function with other people. It's a good answer, but I want to get a little more thorough. Anybody?
We follow rules at our job, so that we can follow rules at our
I
job.
can't hear you. Speak
So that we
loud.
can follow rules at our job.
Great, no, that's what I'm looking for. One day you're going to have a job in life. You're going to have to go to work. If you learn how to follow rules now, you will know how to follow rules as an adult. That's a great answer. That's the answer. That's one of the answers that I was looking for. Anybody else? All right, let me iterate on it. Number one, if you don't follow rules as a child, you're not going to condition your mind to follow rules as an adult. Your actions now form who you'll be later. You will have a job one day to go to. You will have a family to take care of. You can't function on your job because you can't listen. It's not going to be like school where they suspend you or where they call your parents. They're going to send you home. Now your money stops, and that affects the way you, your wife, and your children live. It affects your family. Rules are important. Number two, the law. If you plan on staying out of jail, society has rules and procedures for you to follow. If you break those rules and procedures, it can cost you two things. It can cost you time, which is jail, and it can cost you financially, which is your money. So, we have rules and procedures set in place for life. Also, individual safety. They're designed, okay, the speed limit says 65. You going down through there doing 90, it's not safe. Rules and procedures are set in place for our protection as well. Okay, now, close. And everything we do, rules and procedures are put in place for the overall well-being of everyone involved. Rules and procedures are established to maintain structure, order, and safety. Now, do I have any questions? Anybody? All right, we good?
Yes.
Okay, now, what I want to do next is we're going to establish teams or establish our lanes. Each row is going to break off into your assigned lane. Row 1, green lane. Let's go. Row 2, orange lane. Get a seat, everybody. Get a seat. When you move to your lanes, everyone sit. Row 3, yellow lane. Row 4, red lane. Row 5, purple lane. Okay, now, I want the last person in each row. I need you to move quick. I need the last person in each row to go get a pencil and paper. Let's move. All right, now everybody's going to participate in scoring, in keeping the score. I'm going to explain it to you later on. Now, bowling off. Let's go over the rotation. I need the first person in each row step to the wall.